What's up, guys? Welcome to your Bitcoin update. Before we begin, I want to remind you guys, right under the video, guys, let me get under here, the video, smash this like button. It's real simple. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I did want to remind you guys, I will be doing a $1,000 worth of Bitcoin giveaway once we hit 50,000 subs. So just a reminder, make sure you guys subscribe and smash that like button. So as you guys know, we've been looking for this ABC correction, which, considering this a bull trap, there is still a possibility that we could hit that 51 to 52. Anyone following me on Twitter knows that I started entering shorts again this morning, laddering in. I've been laddering in. So as of right now, I am in some nice profit. We talked about yesterday's area to watch if it broke on the daily, which it did. We'll talk about that a little bit. We'll go over a couple more things. But so far, there is a possibility that B wave is done and we are headed down for C. We'll take a look at that and what it might mean. This is from a while back. As you guys know, the only thing that will turn me bullish is a cross of this green trend line, and it rises as price goes on. But if it was to go up in the next couple days, it would be around 56.5. I would have to see a break of that and support before I get bullish. Otherwise, I do think if we have topped out here, we've talked about this, if that was the top of the B wave, we could be looking for at least a $14,000 to $14,200 Bitcoin, possibly much lower. We've talked about that in many videos. Now let's take a look at where we're at now. As you guys know, I had this count in here. We put this in when we topped out up here. Looking at this as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, getting us down to around the 4,100 range. And then I would expect a bounce if this plays out. Now let's put in a lot of people are thinking this is an ABC correction. So let's do this. We will put in a confirmation line like we did. I'll show you real quick. Right back here, we had a confirmation line of a possible ABC and what would make it a 3, and we'll take a look at that right here. This was at the top at 6,400. Our line to break was 41.6. In the bullish case, if this is to hold up here for the next week or so, we could be going up for one more fifth wave to the 72 to 77,000 range. That is the bullish case scenario, guys. Let's take a look at, and we broke the bearish case. So looking at the bearish case, instead of this being an ABC, this could be a 1, 2, 3 coming down. Okay, so those all hit. Now let's go back over to here, and we're gonna also put in that same area that we would watch if it's a B wave. If it is going to get a bounce, this is the area to watch. Hold on a second. Let's put this back up here. So to confirm we are in wave 3, we will have to break. Oops, hold on a second. This 1-to-1 extension right here, and that's probably about where wave 4 would end up also. But a lot of people did not understand this before, but hopefully you'll understand it this time if you've been around a while. But this is where I see us headed, to the 45,550 range, right in there. If we do break this 1-to-1 extension, then I do believe we will be in wave 3, coming down to the 42.8 range, possibly get a bounce back up to around the 45.5 again, and then continue on down to maybe around 41,000, somewhere in that area. And we talked about this yesterday. What would that be if it is to play out? Now again, if this wave 2 is broken, then this count is invalid. But if this does play out like this, we could have a left shoulder head, we get a right shoulder over here, which would be, this would be a big wave 1, and then we get a wave 2, and then a wave 3 down. And this would be a head and shoulders. A break of that head and shoulders we talked about would get us right around that 31,000 range. So that's what I'm looking for, unless we break this wave 2 up here. And like I said, we still have that possibility going up to the golden pocket, which is around 51 to 52,000. But as of right now, I am going to continue shorting until I let you guys know otherwise. But anyway, that's my count right now. That's what I'm looking at here. Let's take a look at what we talked about yesterday. So I've been talking about this being a small fractal, and we can also see this in the trend line. You can see the yellow arrow I have here is where this triangle started down on the bottom. Same thing right here at this high. Triangle started at the bottom. We talked about breaking this low like we did over here when we broke. That confirmed a trend line break, and we did that again. Does that mean we go straight plummet down? No. We could come back up. As you can see here, we came back up, retested. You can see it on this line. Let me zoom in so you guys can see that. Once it broke that trend line, it came back up for a retest right here. But it never retested the actual trend line, and then we came down. We could be seeing the same thing right here. Like you guys know, if you watched yesterday, we have this measured move right here of that $39,500 range, right somewhere right in that area. So it might be up just a little bit. Let's say 39.6. That would be my target for this breakdown, unless we get back within this trend line. And as of right now, it's at 48,064, and tomorrow it will be at 48,430. So we'll see how this closes today, but it is looking pretty damn bearish in my opinion. We may get some sideways action like we did over here for a few days, but otherwise that trend line's broken here, and it was confirmed on the RSI. I do believe we are on our way down unless we break back above this trend line. Pay attention. And let's see, we've also talked about this being a possibility here. Every time Bitcoin is topped out, we've formed some sort of triangle and then broke down below it. Even in 2019, formed a triangle here, broke down below it, and we could be forming a huge one now. So we could get more dead bounces here. And let me zoom into 2017 and 18. See, 18, every time we had one of these pumps, everybody got really bullish. So everybody says institution wants to buy. They're going to buy it all up. They were saying that all the way down here, that there was so much demand and not enough supply shock. We heard that all before in 2017, and every pump up, the volume was not that high for these pumps, just like now. So that's retail buying in, and then the big boys dump on them. And they let the retail think it's going up. They give them a bunch of bullish news. Do it again. Then they dump on them. Same thing. Repeat until people quit buying in, and then the bottom falls out. And then if we look at 2019, same thing. Big dump right here. Pumped it back up. Let retail buy and dumped on them. Everybody gets super bullish, bullish, and dumped on them. Same thing over and over. We may see pretty much the exact same thing here, guys. Be careful. As of right now, the daily, our support on the daily is the 8 EMA, and that's at the 46,625. So if that breaks, chances are our next stop's gonna be the 13 EMA around 44.9, and then the 21 EMA around 43,250, and then the 55 is at 41.7. And then we have the 200 EMA all the way down to 29.5. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Be cautious. Be careful. If you guys are interested in trading, check out Prime XBT. By far, my favorite exchange. They don't trade against you. It's not a scammy casino exchange like most of them that just, they're in it to liquidate you. These guys are not. You can trade Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, everything all from one exchange. You can have multiple trades in, longs and shorts at the same time, so you can hedge your trades. You can use my promo code SAVVY50. That'll get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus to use towards your margin. SAVVY25 will get you 25% off your fees. And if you go over to my page, I do have some free tutorials here. And if you come over to the right here, there is a Prime. All you do is go to my homepage. Prime XBT, there's a tutorial that tells you where to put in your promo codes and all that. And like I said, if your promo codes, I think, last for 30 days, if they wear out, all you got to do is start a new account, transfer your funds over, use the promo codes again, and you get more discounts. Anyways, so that's where I'm at, guys. That is what I'm seeing. Don't forget to check out my wife's webpage, inkyourimage.com. There is her cheat sheets say sold out. They are not sold out. Hopefully she fixes that. But anyways, that's the hottest seller right there. For those of you new to trading, divergence is one of the hardest things to learn. Go to her webpage. She's got lots of other stuff in there you can check out. Lots of crypto stuff, signs, coffee mugs, whatever. Great way to help support the channel. I appreciate it. And let's take a look at this real quick. We've been talking about this. Well, let's zoom out. Look at the whole thing real quick. I had somebody also today say you're not mentioning the bullish divergence on the monthly. So I'll take a look at the monthly real quick just to make them happy. So anyways, here is the last low right there. We did not break it. There is no bullish divergence. But what there is major bearish divergence right there. So DXY, oh, look at that. We hit our 21 EMA. We put this here. We've had this here for the last couple days. I think I put it, maybe it was yesterday, but we were looking for a bounce there, and look what happened. We're getting a huge bounce with the DXY. Dow Jones, same old, it's just, it's horrible. So much bearish divergence. It is bad news coming, I do believe. Let's see what else we got here. That's about it. So I'll get into the chat for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna get out of here. You are really appreciated, dear Savvy. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And I appreciate all you guys that have been supporting the channel with the membership. I love doing the membership videos on Saturday and Sunday, hanging out with you guys. I get to go into more detail without all the craziness in the chat. It's just a great thing if you guys want to check it out. It's like $4 a month. It's not asking for $50, none of that crap. It just it helps keep the trolls out. So if you guys want to check that out, do. Oh, some people were saying they couldn't join. Let's see. I want to show you this real quick. Some people were saying they couldn't. Whoops. So there's a join button right here under the video. If you don't see that, scroll down into my affiliate links down here and check them out if you need any of this stuff. There's good discounts and whatnot. But right down here towards the bottom, you'll see memberships. Right under my email address, memberships. You can click there. Some people, if you use a VPN, if your country doesn't allow you to do membership, you can do a VPN, and then you can pay with PayPal. So anyways, they figured that out. I know a lot of people were having problems with it. So let's see what happens. See if we get this continuation to the downside. This would be what I would watch if you're new, especially. Get this on your daily chart. Put these trend lines in. Put this trend line in on your daily RSI and keep a close eye on it. DXY. I just did the DXY right there. Bam. We got our bounce where we expected. Let's see if we can get back above these EMAs and get a close above the EMAs around 92.86. We should be in good shape. We have some hidden bullish divergence here. We have higher lows in the price action, lower lows in the RSI. That is hidden bearish or hidden bullish divergence. So I did expect this bounce. We put this 92.39 here. It hit it almost on the dot. What will your strategy on taking profit on your next current short? I will just follow it down as it breaks support. So my first target will I'll keep a close eye on this 45.5, which will be the one-to-one extension. If we make it down that low, if that breaks, I will put my stops just above it, because wave 4 should not go higher than wave 1, which would be 46.285. So once this breaks down here, I will put my stops right there, and then my next target will be that 41,000 after a bounce to 45.5. If we do get that bounce to start continuing down, I'll probably add more to my shorts. Hey Savvy, what do you do if the chart is showing both bullish and bearish divergence? You look for a count and try to figure out. You're not always going to have a clear view of what's going on. So if you can't figure it out and if it's confusing you, stay out until you get an obvious trade set up. If you miss a trade, wait for the next. Soon enough, all those trolls will go back to working the polls to make a living. Thus, the demand for dollars will increase and furthering your DXY prediction. CryptoSavvy, XRP has always made new all-time highs once Bitcoin begins in a bear market. Example, once blah, blah, blah. Don't expect things. That's all I got to say about that. Crypto00, thanks for the support, man, and welcome. On Saturday and Sundays, we do member videos and hang out. So I will see you there. I did hear that, Max. I did hear that. Martin, if a support level is tested multiple times, does it become stronger or weaker level of support? Technically speaking, the more a support is hit or a resistance, the more times it's hit, the more likely it is to break. What if there was a bounce off of resistance line while showing both divergence? Would you lean towards the bullish case? It depends. It depends on where we're at in the charts and what's going on. That could go either way depending on if you have a count, if you have a formation forming, or something to help you understand what's going on. Hey Savvy, do you think order blocks could be helpful? I've seen people use them. I think I might have them on here. I do have them on here. If you look, there's the order blocks. So yeah, a break of this 0.786 trend line, which is about 4403, you start to get into bearish territory. A break of 39.7, and it gets extremely ugly. And I talked to the guy that made the EMA strategy for me. He actually got a hold of me in TradingView. He had to make a correction because he put the buy signal before the candle opened and closed after the 21 EMA cross. So he's going to fix that. He's going to get back to me when he does. Hey, Savvy, thanks for your time and help to see more after the wave 5. What could be happening? Wave 5, like I said, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be actually wave 1. There's 5 waves in all impulse waves. So this would be 5 impulse waves making wave 1, and then we would get 2. Like I said, looking like a head and shoulders. 2 would be the right shoulder, and then get a breakdown for 3, then 4, another bounce, and then 5. You know, could be, if this is correct, it would probably look, and these numbers aren't going to be valid because I'm not going to go through a bunch of detail like I do on the weekends, but it would be 1, 2, and we get a longer 3, 4, 5, something like that. So that's what I'd be looking for if this was to play out this way. But remember, it's still not out of the cards that we go up to the 51 to 52,000, right up in this range, which is the golden pocket zone. As of right now, we are getting bounces off the 14,750 or 46,750 is the 0.5 fib. So if that breaks, next stop would be around that 42.4, somewhere in there. Does that line up with our wave count? 42.4, 42.8, yes, it would. All right. So anyways, guys, thanks a lot. Did we get the sell signal on the EMA strategy? This is the 4-hour chart here. So no, we did not, because let me show you why. So here's the EMA strategy. We have our cross now, this cross. So the candle after the cross, which I think it crossed on this candle. So the next 4-hour candle, which this one has, let me see, I don't know why my countdown isn't on. This one has 2 hours to go, so it'll be a few more. It'll be about 6 more hours. But a candle, if the next candle opens and closes below 47,620, then yes, we get a sell signal on the EMA that will be very strong. And like I said, I would look for at least the 45.5. We'll probably get a bounce there. If that does break, the next support's going to be 42.8. And no, that doesn't mean we get there in 30 seconds, guys. This takes time. There will be bounces. Savvy, I'm a patent investor rather than a trader. In the future, will you be helping to identify the bottom if the market gives us ideas on when to buy for long term? I will. I'll give you whatever I'm seeing. I'll let you guys know what my thoughts are. Yes, the same daily trend line. I will go over to that now. Right here. Here's the daily trend line. If you guys go onto your daily, check it out. Go off this wick here and this wick here. And then same thing, draw your trend line off of those same areas, which would be like that. Like I said, we broke the trend line here. At the same time, we broke the trend line here. That is a valid break. We talked about that in yesterday's video. Rick, make sure you put on your notifications. Make sure you're subscribed, first of all, and then hit that notification right there. That will notify you when I post my weekend videos. And I will also post it on Twitter and in the Discord. If you guys don't belong to the Discord, check it out. Links down below. Totally free. Cool place to hang out. A lot of people showing lots of different ideas and lots of different charts. Definitely a good place to check it out if you want to learn about trading. All right, guys. So anyways, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you haven't already. And if you're watching this video after live, don't forget to smash the like. Leave your comments down below. And I will see you tomorrow. Thanks again for watching, guys. You guys rock, and I'm out.